Hi, my name is Cathryn Taylor, and I'm the author of the Inner Child Workbook, and I'm recording a series of little videos combining my expertise with the inner child and Gary Craig's emotional freedom techniques. I'm doing this weave together because what I have found is that the combination of these two modalities is a very effective way of really challenging and dissolving the opposition that may get in the way of you manifesting your heart's desire. In this little video, I'm going to talk about manifesting your right livelihood. Now, what does that mean to people? Basically, it means that we follow our bliss and the rest will follow. It means that when we are working, we are so passionate about what we're doing that it doesn't even feel like work. That's right livelihood, when there's such a flow that it's effortless and it's expanding. It's very different than a job, and not all of us are even inclined to do it. Some people really like the structure of a job, and they find their passion outside of that area of their lives. But for those of you who really want to manifest your right livelihood, and you're finding a challenge to that, it may be because you have an inner child who is afraid of that manifestation. It may be the 3 to 6 year old who feels full of shame and doesn't feel worthy. It may be the 6 to 12 year old who doesn't want to be exposed like that. Remember what it was like to be in grade school and to be walking across the lunchroom and feeling like everybody's watching you? Well, that inner child can step on center stage and not want the attention. And so you constantly seek situations where you're not working to your highest potential. It can be a teenager that's just rebelling against having to do anything and doesn't trust the adult self to really stay true to their own integrity and stay true to their own value system. So I encourage you, first of all, to get a sense of what it is that you'd really like to do. If you don't have a clue, then you're probably stuck in the infant stage where you can't give form to your ideas. What I recommend with that is that you start really practicing your spiritual belief systems and you start asking your higher guidance to give you signs, to show you the way, so that you rely on a higher source to begin to bring that information in, and it will help you begin to build the inner trust. You might also just begin to do some inner child meditations for the infant and really nurture that part of self until there's a working relationship between the inner parent and that inner infant that doesn't feel safe enough to allow you to give form to anything. So there's a variety of different ways that you can come at this. I would actually encourage you to refer to my book or to look at my website, because I talk a lot more about the specifics of the inner child. The 6 to 12 year old, for instance, could be stuck on a loyalty issue with one of your parents, and so you will not ever get a job that will bring in the income that would surpass your parents. So all of this material is covered on my website. For this video, I invite you to do a little bit of the homework, and then you can come into this EFT sequence with some focus. Once you have your focus, then what we're going to do is we're going to work with the setup phrase. Now again, I assume that if you're watching this video that you know something about Gary Craig's emotional freedom techniques procedure. If you don't, there's a 7-minute video link on my website that you can watch. You can also go to Gary Craig's website, and that's emofre.com, emofree.com, and there's a wealth of information there. So have some familiarity with this technique, and then just follow along and say what I say. We're going to start with the setup phrase, and again, the setup phrase sets the polarization. We look at what you're trying to affirm and what you're trying to manifest and what keeps getting in your way. So it's like being on a teeter-totter. You've got the part of you who is really wanting to excel and the part of you who keeps sabotaging those efforts. In the actual sequences, we'll be tapping on the corner of the eyebrow, the corner of the eye, under the eye, upper lip, lower lip, collarbone, under the arm, and top of the head. So just follow along and see if this fits. Even though I really, really want to follow my bliss, and create my right livelihood. I keep getting sabotaged in my efforts to succeed. Even though I really have given birth to what I want to be and do, I don't seem to be able to manifest it. Even though I really want to move forward with my career, I just keep running into obstacles. I have some part of me who keeps pulling me back and off course. But even though this opposition's going on, I have faith in my ability to succeed, and I am willing to do the work. Now that's our setup, and we've set the intention. Now follow along. We'll do one sequence, or we'll do a little bit of a sequence where we're neutralizing the negativity. We'll move into the possibility of change because our psyche needs to know that. And then we end with a strong conviction on our ability to do this. All right, just follow me. Really want to create my right livelihood. Have a part of me who sabotages my efforts to proceed. Really would like to know what I want to do. Or I have a strong idea of what I want to do. Just don't seem to be able to put it into place. Part of me feels really scared. Part of me doesn't trust. Part of me just doesn't feel like I am worthy. What if I fail? What if I make a mistake? What if I get too big? What if I have too much exposure? Too scared to move forward. A part of me is really scared of this. But maybe I've come far enough on my spiritual journey. Maybe I have done enough emotional clearing that I can befriend this part of me. I don't have to collapse into that little wounded one. I can respond. I can befriend. I can comfort. I can invite them to come along. Oh, my little one who is so much afraid of this, I put my arm around you. I invite you to come along. I will keep you safe. Together we can partner with our higher self. We'll see the vision. We'll be in the light. It is safe to move on. It's safe to step out. It's safe to step into what we want to do. I won't put you at risk. Together we can succeed. I choose to succeed. I choose to bring you along. I stand together, united and strong. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, I hope that this is useful to you, and I thank you for your interest, and I look forward to bringing you more little vignettes that will help you befriend that saboteur and really come into manifesting whatever it is that you desire. Thanks.